Hey there, home lovers. Welcome back to my channel. I bet you're here today because you're thinking of buying a home in Florida. And I bet you have questions. Questions such as, what's involved in buying a house? And how long will it take? Well, you're in luck because I've got answers for you. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back with those. Before we get started, if you are here for the Homebuyers guide, that will be linked in the description below. Go ahead and download that guide. It's 24 pages long, I think. It's pretty comprehensive. And it's completely free. Don't want to charge you anything for it. My goal is just to get information into your hands so that you can make the best decision for you and your family about how you're going to go about buying a house. So go ahead and download that. Also, do the old subscribe and go follow me on social media. All of that stuff is also in the description below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So you are thinking of buying a home. Hey, congratulations. That is the #1 way to build your personal wealth outside of winning the lottery. That probably is a better way, but not easier. Buying a house is easier. Anyways, buying a home can take as little as 45 to 60 days and as long as several months, and it depends on a couple of different things, such as, do you need down payment assistance? Have you started that process of the down payment assistance? If you do need it and you haven't started the process, you're a little bit further away from closing than someone who doesn't need that or who has already gone through the process of becoming approved. How long it takes to find a house for us to go under contract on. Because we're in a seller's market in many areas, sometimes a buyer is putting in offers on 2, 3, 4, even 5 homes before winning that acceptance from the seller and going under contract. So these are some of the things that can affect that entire time frame and how long it takes to get from, oh, hey, honey, let's buy a house, to, oh, hey, honey, we're homeowners. So it could, I would venture to guess that you're probably looking in the 90-day range for most people. What that means to you if you're renting is, don't get down to your last month with your lease and then all of a sudden say, why don't we buy a house instead of renting? You can, but you're going to need to make other arrangements with your landlord, such as, can you rent month to month? If your landlord says, nope, end of your lease, either you sign a new 1-year lease or you get out, then you need to make alternate arrangements for where you and your family are going to live. Are you going to live in short-term rental? Are you going to live with family or friends until you get into a new house that you have just purchased? So there are some considerations there. The longer time you can give yourself for planning, the better off you're going to be, and the less stressful it will be for you and your family. So as much time as you can possibly devote to planning this in advance, you're really going to be better off. When buying a house, there are 15 general steps. 15. And there are a whole lot of things that go into these steps. But let's just quickly go run down the list. So we start with the pre-approval. You have to get, if you're getting a mortgage, you really, really need to get a mortgage pre-approval from your lender. Once you do that, hire a realtor. After you hire a realtor, you and your realtor will sit down and determine what you're going to be looking for when you go on your home search or when your realtor puts in a home search criteria in the MLS for you. After that, you'll view homes. That's the really fun part that everyone enjoys. Once you start viewing homes, chances are you'll find something that you really like, and then you make an offer. Once you make an offer, your realtor starts negotiating terms for you, not with you, but for you, with the seller. And somewhere along the line, you go into contract. Congratulations. Woohoo! Pop the cork. You are under contract. That's phase 1. Then we go into the other 8 steps of the transaction process. So once you go under contract, you're going to have to deposit the escrow. That's the very first thing that you're going to want to do. After depositing the escrow, it's time to call for the inspections. So you schedule your inspections, you get all the inspections done, and then your realtor is going to negotiate for any repairs or anything that needs to be done to the house that came up during the inspections. After you've gotten through the inspection phase, and probably at close to the same time, your lender is also at this time ordering the appraisal, and so the appraisal will get done. The title company after that will order the survey. The survey gets done. After the survey is done, your lender has got everything has got through underwriting, and at that point, the lender gives you the clear to close. Woohoo! That is a huge hurdle. We love the CDC or CTC, or the clear to close as we call it. After you get your clear to close, your realtor will get the HUD statement, or what we call an ALTA, which will show all of the credits and debits to you at closing. It will have a final number at the bottom. The title company will also be able to provide this to you and give you more details about everything that goes through that. You will instruct your bank to wire whatever balance you need to close. At the same time, your lender is wiring the funds to the title company. You go to closing and bing, bang, boom, bazinga. Sure, bazinga. You are a new homeowner. Congratulations. So, in a nutshell, very, very tiny nutshell, that is the transaction process for a buyer, how all the steps for buying a home in the state of Florida. Next week, we are going to go through phase 1, the first step, the search phase as I call it, steps 1 through 7, which are from pre-approval all the way to getting under contract. We'll break those down, delve a little bit deeper into each of those steps, and answer any questions that you might have. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments, and I will address those next week in this part 2 of this video series. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here. As always, it is such an honor for me to have all of your support in the channel with likes, shares, comments, subscribing to the channel. I really, really appreciate that from all of you. Please go ahead and do so now if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.